I'm connecting with a Virgo who is ending a commitment, moving forward and coming in out of the cold. Four of Wands in reverse, followed by the Chariot, followed by the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're not doing anything anymore. You're not doing anything that isn't aligned to you. There's no need for you to waste your time because you're moving towards Ten of Pentacles, the life that you want. That's what happens, okay? Don't hold on to relationships and connections longer than you need to. Everyone is going through their own journey. Everyone is where they need to be in life, exactly where they need to be. So are you. So surrender and let go to forcing connections, holding on to people, places, relationships, things. Things are allowed to fall. If you don't let things fall naturally, they'll crash and burn and it'll be worse off, okay? So just let things evolve or not evolve at whatever rate they are. There's no pressure, yeah? I'm looking at communication here about something new. Yeah, Chariot's out again. There was a defeatist energy around you, okay? Because you've been patiently waiting for a King of Swords, so someone who's been cold and distant, someone that you wanted to have Ten of Cups with. But there's been Three of Swords. Someone's been healing from a lot of trauma, and whoever this King of Swords is, right? So normally that could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini vibration, but it could be anyone. It could be a boss, businessman or woman. They've been holding on to something, their money, their earnings, trying to get their life back together. This person has really pulled away and got some kind of guard up, or maybe blocked you, pushed you away, because they're going through stuff. Don't take anything personally, okay? Please don't. This person is very, very powerful. King of Swords, Emperor, and the Four of Pentacles. They're protecting their livelihood. They're protecting their net worth. They're protecting their life. Everything that's so important to them. Every now and then, you've got to just let people be who they are. This person has been through so much. I want to say over the last 6 to 7 years, they have really been struggling and they've really been trying to work through a lot of trauma and pain in their lives. It's been going on for a really, really long time and they're doing incredibly well. As a result of it, though, they've built up a lot of prickly sides to their personality, where they could be cold and cutting or distant or rude or really blunt at times. I've done a reading, I think it was 2 readings back 2 days ago, go back, when it was the Divine Feminine, and the masculine was saying sorry to the Divine Feminine. It was that same masculine that had this prickly energy, so they could be overlapping, that could be the same person, right? But there's a lot of pain and trauma this person's gone through. It takes time. I've just put content out on hermitology.me. Link is at the top of this page. And it was really about long-term grief. People grieve for a really long time over really different things in their life. Different things we lose can affect us in different ways. Love relationships, passed on loved ones, possessions, things that we own, businesses. We can grieve anything that we lose. Anything that is lost, you can grieve. You can grieve a new watch. You can grieve jewellery. You can grieve anything that's sentimental, your favourite book, your diary, a Word document that vanished from the system. You can grieve it because things are important. Things are what we love. This person is having a really slow, stable new beginning. Yeah, a lot smaller money management than before. So we're looking at this either being you or them, right? But what I see is a stable shift in this person is really grounding down materialism, life, money, balance. This person looked like they were defeated in relationships by 2 other people that really hurt them, yeah? Betrayal, it looks like some kind of betrayal and dishonesty really hurt this person at a really vulnerable time in their life. Imagine opening up to someone. This could be you, but I feel like I'm telling you about someone else. So stay with me, Virgo. But this person here, this is the person that is on your mind, that you're thinking about, that's really cold and detached, this Emperor energy. Because 2 people in their lives hurt them to the core, ruined them, broke their heart, betrayed them on such a level, and lied to their face, never was really honest about what they'd done as well. So 2 people really ruined this person. The fact that this person is still going now is a testament to them, because whatever these people did, it was the worst betrayal you could ever imagine, yeah? 10 of Cups, this person's moved on. This person lost 10 of Cups. The happy life, home, environment that they had, the life that they were living, they were really betrayed. This person had to start again with a lot smaller money, a lot smaller net worth. It was really, really disgusting, basically. So this person has now moved on and is making new connections. There's a healthy partnership, alliance, love, healing that's here. They're just making sure that they don't open up to anyone else who's toxic. Yeah? This person feels lucky for knowing you. You feel lucky for knowing them. But at this time, this person is not diving into any tower moments. Imagine you just get your 10 of Pentacles back. Yeah? I feel like this is a mirroring energy, whoever you're dealing with or you. You've potentially just got your life back. The life you wanted, 10 of Pentacles. Money, house, career, people around you that you love and trust. You can't take a risk to open up and let anyone in. If someone's pulling away and pushing away, it's because they've got their own stuff going on. And they can't risk ruining their lives again. You know how scary it is and how much you've got to protect yourself after going through bad stuff. You're not just going to open up again and let toxicity back into your life if you were really put at risk by someone else who acted like they had your back and they didn't. Yeah? This person was betrayed. 7 of Cups in reverse. Someone deliberately destroyed someone else's mental health, emotional well-being, emotions. Like, imagine all of these thoughts and feelings in your head. Someone's just dragging them out and pissing on you. Taking the piss out of you, laughing at you, making fun of you, hurting you in major ways, stabbed you in the back, and then stabbed you in the front, left you really alone struggling. Yeah, could have been serious issues with your home environment, your business environment, your family. Your whole life was crumbling in front of you, or this person. And you had to leave with absolutely nothing at one point, or this person, cross watchers, beware, right? But now you've got the wish that you want. Now you're healing, or they're healing. You're working on stable ground. That's why no one's moving or rushing to do anything. There's no need, because the Empress is just getting back on her feet. And before you dive in and take a risk, you need to know that you're not going to get hurt again. Yeah? Too many people were hurt by this situation in the past. So no one's making a massive move to rush in and create more hurt, okay? Smart choice, smart play. This is really, really positive. This is people growing up and thinking before they just dive into romance, dive into a relationship. 10 of Cups flying out of the deck. Remember, I said this person lost 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is back. They don't want to lose it again. Ace of Pentacles is out. How beautiful is that? Hanged Woman's out. 9 of Wands is out. 2 of Cups is out. 6 of Swords is out. Okay, let's look at this. This person can see the life that they want and how to go about getting it and starting a brand new. And so they are being very, very careful, moving very, very slow. They are really, really worried, okay, about making a mistake in relationships. They don't want to make the same mistakes again. They do want to move forward with you, with this person, in union, positively in life. But there are other people around that would make this a negative. Yeah, and they're aware of that. There is toxicity and a lot of noise in the room, a lot of chatter that I guess isn't positive and isn't. Let me look at this. I'm looking at a person shouting, right? Yeah, there needs to be balanced in other people's involvement, what other people are saying, and no one wants to be worried or burdened emotionally and triggered again, or going through hot and cold energy and just being made to feel like they're not enough. Whatever they do in their career is a concern because it's not enough, or it's not the everyday career, or they're being judged for who they are, how they live, how they dress. They're manifesting the life they want. And if there's going to be people around that limit who they are, make them feel insecure and tear them down, then they're not going to bother. Like it's given me a situation that I kind of went through where you love someone, you care about someone, and you tell them everything. They know who you do and don't get on with, but they choose to hang around with the ops. They know that other people speak ill will of you, or like, this is the best way I can put it. I've been in situations where I know that people have a problem with me, and I don't really get on well with them, but one of my closest friends is really, really close with them. And I know that I'm spoken about in negative ways, and that doesn't sit well with me, because if that's my friend, then they wouldn't encourage or even be around negative conversations about me. Like, the levels of loyalty are different. So if I feel like I'm gonna ever have to be in a situation where that friend of mine is hanging around with the ops, the friend of mine is happy to laugh and joke and let someone else mug me off and tear me down, then just stay away from it. It's not a disrespect thing, but it's like, we can go our separate ways. I don't want to be forced in rooms with people that don't like me and blatantly talk about me and talk down on me because I'm not perfectly fluent in their language and their style, and I'm not posh enough and I'm not cool enough and I don't dress the right way, or I've had an argument with in the past and we just kind of don't get on. Like, some people are mean, you know? And this person is being smart enough to protect themselves so they don't have to be around anyone who's mean or who's going to bully them or make them feel stupid for who they are, right? This person's really worked hard on becoming who they are and not being insecure about it and owning their emotions, owning their life, owning their upbringing. And then there's always like this kind of like negative energy that comes off someone else that they know, or someone else that who knows them, and it's kind of like, the best thing to do is just avoid that energy altogether, so you haven't got to deal with negative. Because from my example, and one of my quotes on my list of quotes is, the friend, if your friend is a friend of someone, of an enemy, then they're the enemy. Because why would anyone who claims to be your best friend or really, really close to you choose to hang around with someone who talks down on you and says negative stuff about you, you know? Like, I've been in a situation where I've noticed someone really close to me. Every time I don't like someone or get on with someone and I own that to them because I'm close to them, they're going out with them next week. They're inviting them round. They're calling them, they're doing stuff. I told you how I feel about that person last week, and this week you've invited them round to the house. I told you I'm not comfortable with that person and you're going out with them. It's just really, like, you've got to look at that person and their habits, and it's like, it feels like every time I don't get on with someone and I tell you I don't get on with that person, you decide to go and be with that person. So are you trying to accrue friendship groups that don't like me? Because I feel like you probably don't like me really, and that's why you're unconsciously doing that. And then you look at other behaviours and patterns of that person throughout history and time, and you're like, oh, that's why that happens. That's why you do that. Oh, that's why your friends and me don't really get on. But when I go out with your friends and you don't know about it, we're really close. And they make remarks that, oh my God, light bulb moment, that I never really thought about, but suggest that you've been describing me in a way that isn't accurate. Because when it's just me and them and there's no conversation about you, because I don't really speak about other people unless it comes up in a reading, which is private, I don't gossip in that way. So when it comes up that I'm different to how I've been portrayed, I don't really receive it as anything. But, oh, so the conversations you're having are implying I'm this way or like that. But I'm standing here just being me and they're realising I'm not that way. Now they actually genuinely like me, but they weren't sure about me before because they assumed I was something that you told them. When you met them after you told them what I said about me not being that comfortable with them or someone they know. But we've spoken about that publicly now, and that's clear. And then once again, the common denominator in the conversation is, oh, you seem to be stirring, or you seem to be portraying negative connotations about me instead of being upfront. It's underhanded snakery or dishonest connections. I will wear my heart on my sleeve. I will say what it is. I will speak and be confused. I'm neurodiverse. I'm on the spectrum, yeah? The underlying traits of autism, monotropism, that's what I own, right? As being a clairvoyant and having different gifts and abilities. Not all of us are designed to fit in. I'm clairvoyant. I read energy. I feel chakras. I see auras, yeah? And I get on differently with different people. I'll go around and embrace loads of different people and communicate in loads of different social groups. And I don't fit into a specific classical conditioning or psyop because everyone in the world is different. and I don't have this same kind of routine to be a certain kind of way like everyone else. So I'm often the odd one out because I've decided to build my own business for years and years and years that isn't a conformist view, and I don't have a standard religion. I'm a shaman, so I do a lot of out there different stuff, and obviously I'm a developmentalist and a futurist that studies a lot of developmental psychology, so I spend a lot of time in the psyche. I study things like Carl Jung, which is the mind, yeah, unconsciousness, collectiveness, the psyche. So I dive deep into shadow work. So I do a lot of darker stuff. So I tend to have conversations that are on the heavier side, especially after 3 years of losing family members and grieving. And then it's like, oh, I really am different. So I'd rather not force a connection. Sorry, they just took me to a flashback of times in life that I just wanted to be positive that wasn't. Like, you or someone else is choosing not to have your dreams ruined and your life ruined. Not everyone is always going to align. And there is positive energy here, right? But I'm snooty and a little bit bitchy and catty because it's like let's get rid of the indecision or the confusion or any underlying imbalance in our relationship or the relationship with anyone else on this planet, because we don't need to wait for healing or wait for the burden to go away or wait for the burden to arrive or guess what's going on here. All we have to do is look at ourselves and who we are and what we're doing and stay positive and have healthy communication. And if we don't feel good and we don't feel positive and we don't want to talk, then we don't, because there's been a lot of things that have happened in the past and not everything gets fixed overnight. And not everyone is willing to open up and deal with shadow issues internally. So we have to make space for people who do want to talk about their trauma and who don't. And who do feel positively in groups with other people and who don't. And not everyone is meant to mix and blend and get on. And that's what I've learned as I've grown up. My relationship with so many people has changed. And I spent too many years crying over it, feeling empty and alone, because why don't I fit in anymore? And why am the people that I thought were aligned to me and loved and cared about me now perceive me like this, or now just choose to snake me and stab me in the back instead? But it's because I'm different, and because I'm speaking on stuff that makes them uncomfortable, and because actually I've evolved in a direction that they haven't. That doesn't mean they haven't evolved. We've all evolved. They've evolved in their way and I've evolved in mine. And unfortunately, as a result of that, we're not as aligned as we used to be. And our morals and integrity and our vision for the future and what we believe in and what we want to do, it's all different. Religion's different. Styles different, sense of self different, pay packets different, lifestyles different, full stop. We don't need to force it. We get to an age where we accept who we are and who we've become, and we just live with that. And that's okay. And it takes a long time to own that and heal, especially in your 30s. If you're going to mid-30s and you're shifting in social circles and groups and you've had a lot of other stuff going on in life, just know it's going to be okay, Virgo, okay? Can't force relationships. You either have it or you don't, you know? And sometimes it's sometime-ish and sometimes it's not, you know? And I'm sorry if I was a bit harsh in that, but that was personally me diving through my own energy in this. Also as a Virgo going, my God, I don't want to return to any toxic vibration that makes me feel limited. And if I have memories of really sad times in that social setting or in that group, or I just feel the energy isn't positive, then I'm just going to stay away for all of our sakes. So we can all just, because sometimes people feel like they have to force it with you and they feel like they have to try. Oh, I'm going to have to go out with you because it's your birthday. I have to make an effort and take you somewhere. I have to make an effort and meet up with you for coffee. You don't. You don't. Don't pity me. Don't feel like you have to see me. Do what you want. Do what you want, because the underlying energy will speak for itself. And we don't need to be forcing relationships or connections with anyone who just doesn't give us happiness and joy and passion anymore, who makes us more intimidated or uncomfortable, or we feel like we're unaligned. We don't need to do it. We just don't. We're all growing up and we're all going in our own ways, and we need to accept that, for better or for worse. Lonely or not, happy or not, confused or conflicted or not. If the communication and love languages are not the same, then it's just no go until it is. So keep moving forward on your own and keep giving love to whoever you want to, and understand whatever comes your way is meant for you and whatever doesn't, you know? Stay positive, because God's got you and God's on a mission to make sure the right people are in your life at the right time. Love and light.